OK, fans are gathering in Leicester Square this afternoon ahead of tonight's European premiere of the new Star Wars film. Our reporter Luke Garrett is there. Luke, I know that you are particularly excited about this, but are the people with you just as excited? I imagine they are.
Well, yes, and just as excited, if not more. Hundreds of people. Just look behind me and see how many people are camped out here, all standing here waiting for a place in line to try and talk to someone. There's a chap here dressed as a Jedi Knight with his lightsaber lighting up. Terrific there. People have been camping out all day. They were here last night, but they were told to sort of shift along to try and make way for all the construction here. As you can see behind me, it's a massive construction effort. The whole of Leicester Square taken over. Probably the biggest event Leicester Square has ever seen. The Odeon, the View and the Empire all simultaneously occupied. Lots of them undergoing construction to have a sort of a Star Wars backdrop. The stars all coming here this evening. Of course, many of the stars expected at the Empire Cinema, all going there to watch the movie together. The full cast are all expected here, including Londoners and stars Daisy Ridley and John Boyega. Of course, the film filmed just a few miles away in various studios outside London. Well, joining me is one of the super fans. It's Amy Drinkwater. You're here with a cutout of someone who might look a bit familiar. Amy, tell us why you're here today.
I'm here to meet Harrison Ford and the rest of the classic Star Wars films.
So when did your Star Wars fandom start?
Oh, I would say it started when I was about 8 years old, so it's about 17 years now.
And what do you particularly like about this iteration of the franchise?
I think it's all about love, family, friends, and being loyal to them rather than just going out there fighting battles for the sake of fighting battles.
And, you know, there's lots of controversy. The prequels, sort of a bad blood between them and this current film. How do you feel about them?
The prequels, they are Star Wars films, but they're not the Star Wars films. So the original films are always going to be the best in my mind.
Well, Amy, we wish you the best of luck in your search to try and meet Harrison Ford. Let's play a bit of the trailer for you and take a look about what these people are looking forward to.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
And, of course, this trailer was a trailer for the Star Wars The Force Awakens. Myself, I'm a massive fan. I'm actually going to see it tonight at the 5 minutes past midnight showing, something that everyone in the newsroom is very jealous of. This premiere, a huge effort, perhaps maybe outstripping the LA premiere, which took place just 2 days ago. That had all the stars and indeed George Lucas, who is a bit removed from the Star Wars franchise now. He, of course, sold the franchise to Disney a few years ago, starting this whole chain of new releases. This isn't the only Star Wars film coming out over the next few years. We're also seeing Rogue One, Star Wars spin-off. That's going to be released next year. We're going to stay around here and try to talk to some more of the fans. Maybe we'll see a bit more of this construction flesh out into a Star Wars premiere.
All right, Luke, thanks very much. I'll tell you one thing, Luke, you'll be the one that's jealous in the morning when you've had 2 hours sleep and we're all fresh face. Luke Garrett there over in Leicester Square. Well, a little earlier I spoke to the... There we go. Right, crowds are already gathering in Leicester Square ahead of tonight's European premiere of the new Star Wars film. Reporter Luke Garrett is down there and has been speaking to some of those who've been camped out for some time already. Luke, what's the latest?
Well, Anthony, hundreds, if not thousands of people here today, all gathered here to try and get a glimpse of some of the stars of the new Star Wars movie. The Force Awakens, and indeed their fandom has awakened as well. People waiting since 5 in the morning here today. Lots of people came yesterday. They were turned away, given a wristband and told to come back, and that they'd be assigned a sort of fan pen where they could all stand and hopefully get an autograph. Joining me are some of the fans involved. One of them is Gabrielle. Tell us where you've come from today.
I'm from Philadelphia.
And how long have you been here today so far?
I've been here since noon today.
And why have you come here? Just give us a brief reason.
Because I love Star Wars.
What is it about it that you love?
I've been watching it since I was 5. I grew up with the movies. I love the characters. I'm really excited to see them.
So you've come here all the way from Philadelphia, or are you...
I'm studying in London.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And what are you hoping to do this evening?
Hopefully see Harrison Ford, maybe get an autograph.
See, everyone seems to like Harrison Ford. Is there no love for Mark Hamill?
I mean, he was my crush when I was younger. I was definitely more of a Luke Skywalker fan, so.
But now it's all Harrison.
Oh yeah, definitely Harrison.
Well, one of the other fans is Lester. He's been here a long while too. Tell us a bit about why you're here today, Lester.
Yeah, basically looking forward to this film greatly. Hoping to get an autograph from Harrison Ford. He's one of my all-time favourite actors. And also be nice to see the rest of the cast as well.
What are you looking forward to about this movie?
Just looking forward to all the special effects. Obviously, you've got like the old cast and some new, young, up-and-coming British actors. So it should be quite a good mix.
And finally, who in particular, apart from Harrison Ford, are you interested in from the new cast?
I'd like to meet Daisy Ridley. She seems like a really good up-and-coming young actress. So it'd be nice to maybe get a picture with her, if possible.
Terrific. Well, we'll leave you to your queuing, Lester. And hundreds and thousands of people, like I've said, all gathered here today. Seems there's a lot of love for Harrison Ford and also Daisy Ridley. Daisy, of course, is one of her first major film roles. Let's play a bit of the trailer to see what these guys are anticipating.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
And of course, this movie here, the premiere is taking place across the whole of Leicester Square. This probably is the biggest premiere that Leicester Square has ever had. The View, the Odeon and the Empire Cinema all taken up by Star Wars. This whole place right now sort of looks like a bit like a building site. If you take a look behind me, you can see the red carpet there. We've got Star Wars banners. It's all taking shape. Earlier on, it was just a series of scaffolds and some lights, and now they've erected screens and there's posters everywhere. Of course, this movie, a big movie. Maybe this premiere might be a little bit bigger than the LA premiere. That took place on the 14th, just 2 days ago. George Lucas attending that one. George not part of the Star Wars franchise anymore after he sold it to Disney. He and J.J. Abrams had a bit of a chinwag on the red carpet in LA, but no such luck here, it seems. We will, however, be seeing all of the cast. We're hearing that they're all going to go into the Empire Cinema to watch the movie. Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, both London natives, both coming to enjoy the premiere this afternoon. We'll try and bring you a bit more as the day goes on, but for now I might just try and see if there's any stars turning up early. Maybe they'll give me an autograph too.
Indeed, Luke, probably one of the biggest fans there yourself, aren't you? Luke, just to get a sense of how big this actually is, from what you're saying, it seems like the entire of Leicester Square, all around that square, has been taken over by this premiere. Normally, when you have these events, you would just have one side taken over. Are you saying the construction goes completely around the square?
Well, yes, I mean, you can see behind me there's a red carpet. Now, this is ordinarily where the red carpet would go on any singular movie. Earlier on, we had Mockingjay a couple of weeks ago, and that took over this whole strip here. But just round the corner, just to the left, there's another strip, and then round again, all the way round again to another strip there. That's where fans have been queuing. And it really is just taking over the whole square. They're saying this is the biggest event that Leicester Square has ever seen. And when you consider that we had the Spectre premiere about a month ago, and that took over the whole Royal Albert Hall, I'm starting to think this might be bigger than that.
The build-up continues to the European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens a little later on tonight. Now I'll take you back over to Leicester Square, where fans are gathering for tonight's European premiere of the new Star Wars film. Our reporter Luke Garrett is there for us. Luke, it's extremely busy, and it's only going to get busier.
Yeah, exactly, and thousands of people have turned up, I'd say. People flanking me left and right, all people who want to get a glimpse of the stars of the new Star Wars movie. The Force Awakens opens tonight, but about 1 minute past midnight in cinemas across the country. I myself am attending a midnight showing, so big fan, as you can tell. People here have been camped out since the early hours this morning. Some people have arrived as early as 5 a.m. to get that prime seat. Lots of people came yesterday, but they were turned away as armbands were given out in order to allocate you a pen to stand in. Biggest event in Leicester Square history, I'd say. 3 cinemas taken over, the View, the Odeon and the Empire, all taken over for this premiere. I believe the cast and crew are going to be going to the Empire Cinema in order to watch the movie a bit later. But for this event, it seems to be all about the fans, and indeed one of the fans here, Christian, you're here to have a look at some stars. Why? Tell us where you've come from today.
I've come from Essex today. Oh, is that...
And how long were you here for this morning?
I got here about 11, so I've been here quite a while, but I came here yesterday because I was hoping to get in a line yesterday, but I saw no one queuing and I ended up getting my wristband yesterday, so I've come back this morning and queued up with everyone else.
So why come here today?
I think it's because I just love Star Wars. I've been in love with Star Wars since I was quite young. When my dad showed me Revenge of the Sith, straight away I went and got some Lego models for Star Wars, and since then I've just been in love with the films. It's been a big part of my life.
And who are you most looking forward to trying to get a glimpse of today?
Mark Hamill. I think he'll be a tough nut to crack to get an autograph from. So
that's a bold choice. A lot of people have been saying Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford would be a good one, yeah, but I've heard that Mark Hamill doesn't sign a lot, so if I can get him to sign something, I'd be quite glad, yeah.
And when are you seeing the movie?
I'm seeing it tomorrow night, yeah.
Terrific. Well, Christian, we'll leave you to camp out a bit more. This event taking place throughout the day. Let's take a look at some of the things you can look forward to in a trailer for the movie.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
The details of the movie curiously under wraps. Lots of stuff shown in that trailer, but not a lot of detail actually given. We know there's a light side, a dark side, all the standard fare, and it's a heroes versus villains piece. But as for the actual story, it doesn't seem to give anything away. Now, as for the stars who are coming this evening, we're going to have all the major cast members, including London natives John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, both coming here this evening. Both, as I said earlier, probably going to the Empire Cinema. Whether it's going to be bigger than the LA premiere, which happened 2 days ago, that's yet to be seen. It seems to be quite a big event. George Lucas, of course, turned up to that LA premiere, which took over a large part of California. That's where Lucasfilm is actually based. Now, this premiere here, it seems to have taken over the entire of Leicester Square. As I've said, one of the biggest events taking place. If you take a look behind me, you can see that the red carpet stretches along the strip here. Usually it would strip along the strip for a lot of premieres, but in fact it also goes around the side and then continues on for a bit longer. It's sort of like a construction site at the moment. I imagine they're bringing in more screens, more people, and indeed there's lots of people going around here trying to move barriers around us doing our live piece. Fans there waving at the camera, all happy to be here. Of course, we'll be trying to bring you a bit more throughout the day, but for now, let's leave you with the immortal line, "May the Force be with you."
You had to get it in, didn't you, Luke? You had to get it in. Luke Garrett there for us over in Leicester Square having the time of his life.